Hey everybody, welcome back to the garage. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please go ahead, click on subscribe, and also click on that bell to receive all the updates and activities on my channel. And you want to click on that bell because we're doing a giveaway on this video. So make sure you click on that bell because there's going to be a follow-up on this one to announce a winner on the giveaway on these blades. Alright, so with that being said, Ryker Hardware reached out to me and essentially said, hey, saw your channel, we like what you're doing. Would you mind taking a look at some of our products and doing a review on it? So, full disclosure, Ryker Hardware is not paying me for this review, but they did supply these blades free of charge in exchange for the review. Alright, so what are we talking about? We're talking about oscillating blades. These are essentially, they're using multi-tools, and if you don't have a multi-tool, I suggest you go buy one, because if you've never used one before, you really don't know what you're missing as far as the versatility of these tools. What these blades can do for you, you can use them for doing undercuts in door jambs and basically doing finished carpentry and scraping and everything else. So these particular blades are essentially, they are universal as far as the mount. These blades will work with DeWalt, Works, Rockwell, both Porter cables, Fine, Bosch, Chicago Electric, Dremel, Rigid, and Craftsman. So essentially, if you have one of those multi-tools, you'll be fine with using these blades. Alright, so in this kit, which is nice because it includes this nice case which locks, right? So when you're done with your project, you just put the blades back in the case, lock it up, and put it in your toolbox, and you know they're not going to go anywhere. So in the kit, what you have is some wood and plastic blades. That's a 1 3/4 inch. You have a wood and metal blade, which is also 1 3/4 inch. Then you have another wood and plastic blade, which is 3 inches wide. And then you have another wooden plastic blade, which is 1 inch wide. Right? So with the metal one, what's nice about this is, depending on what blade that you buy, some may be coated, others may not be. But these blades are actually coated with titanium nitrate, and what it is, it's a hard coating that gets applied, and essentially it extends the wear factor of these blades. So that's one nice thing about it. Kit, you have essentially 3 blades of each. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set some test material. We're gonna set up some wood. And we're gonna set up some staples in the wood with some nails and screws and see how it performs. So that being said, why don't we go ahead and get you set up, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the first blade we're gonna test out is this 1 3/4 inch wood and plastic blade. We'll call it the hammerhead because of the way it's shaped, and essentially it's relieved on both sides. And the reason why that's done is so if you're working on something, you have so many degrees of articulation that you can swing this blade. So say if you're doing a plunge cut and it was straight, and you try to swing it, it would hit. So with it relieved like that, basically you can swing it up and down, left and right. Alright, so as you saw, blade worked very well. Didn't bind up at all. And I went through this piece of material with no issues. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go after the metal blade, and what we'll do is we'll put some nails in here, some staples, some screws, and essentially kind of mimic what you're going to be working with when you're using one of these tools, you know, doing undercuts and running into nails and door jambs and trim and everything else. So why don't we go ahead and get set up, we'll change the blade and we'll test it out. Alright, so now we have the 1 3/4 bimetal blade inserted, and again it's coated with titanium nitride. And so what we've done is we've set up essentially some common issues that you're going to run across. We got some staples, we have some 8-penny nails, we got 3 of them, then we have a drywall screw. You know, probably the way this is laid out is basically easiest to hardest, because you know these staples are pretty soft as far as the type of metal that's in them. These nails are pretty soft, and then with a screw, you know, the screw is harder because it has a higher shear strength. So what we're going to do is we're going to test it out, and you know, especially if you're using metal blades, you know, bimetal blades to cut metal objects, you never want to go too crazy on the RPM, because the more RPM that you're going to generate on this, the higher, say that the faster you go on it, the more heat you're going to generate on the blade, and that's going to cause it to wear out quicker. So when you're cutting stuff like this, cranking these tools up to the max setting is not what you should be doing. You should be going to a low to moderate speed. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and fire it up and see how it does. Alright, so as you can see, very little wear on the actual blade because of that hard coating that's on it. And again, it's all about the speed and the feed that you're working the tool. You know, with these type of tools, you have to let the tool do the work. You don't jam it in there and bind it up, because as soon as you do that, you're gonna wear blades and bend stuff and everything else. So that actually worked out pretty well. One of the better blades I've seen out there, because I've had blades that I've used before, and after 3 or 4 nails, they're shot. But looking at this, I don't even see any wear on the hard coating, so I'm pretty impressed with it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a wrap up, and I'll show you how you can be entered in the giveaway. Alright, so after doing the review on these blades, I'm going to give them a thumbs up. I like them. I think they perform very well. I was very impressed with the metal cutting blade for the amount of stuff that we did with it. showing almost no wear on the hard coat. Very impressed. All right, so if you want to purchase these blades on your own, go ahead, check out the description in this video. There will be a link that will bring you out to the seller storefront on Amazon, where you can purchase it on your own. Or if you want to win these blades, and we should probably go into a little bit more detail as far as what you can win. You can win this case of blades, and essentially has the 1 3/4. There's 3 of those. There's 2 of the metal cutting blades. There's 2 of the 1 1/2 hammerhead blades, and then there's 3 of the 3-inch wide blades as well. And then in this pack, there's 10 of these are 1 1/2 wide. All right. So to be eligible to win these blades, all you have to do is leave a comment in the description of this video and just tell me, say, hey, these things are great. I could really use them in the project at my house, in my garage, in my kitchen, or whatever you may be doing. Your brother-in-law's, your mother's, whatever it may be. Go ahead, just tell me what you would use them for. And what we'll do is we'll keep the contest open up for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, so today is September 2nd, what we'll do is we'll run it all the way till October 2nd. And whatever comments that we have, we'll just pick a winner at random, and then whoever wins, we'll get these blades shipped to you free of charge, and you can go at it. All right, so if there's any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments box. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.